What is going on, guys? My name is Pipknot, and in today's video we are continuing Inscryption. So it already looks like the title screen has changed since the last time. Now I assume that means I need to hit continue and not new game. Yes. In the last video, we beat Leshy, and I'm trying to think. I think her name was. Oh, what was her name? Does it say up here? No, it sure doesn't. The stink bug, basically. I want to say Morgana, but I know that's not it. So now we've got to take care of the guy who played the Stoat, which I think his name is like PO3. And then the other, this dude down here, I think his name's like Magnificus. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go for him, this dude. He just seems to be here. Challenge me. Let's see your deck. Weak cards. Total lack of synergy. This pile really doesn't stand a chance against me. Look, I'm trying to finish up my conduit control list here, but the bots they're sending down the line are trash. Get those workers to send me something good. Tell them to throw themselves on the line if necessary. And please have a decent deck by the time you're done. This dude just sounds like me. Talking to people about when I play Magic, because I play CEDH, so Competitive Commander, and that's what I introduced all of my friends to when they started, was Competitive Commander, and they were playing with precons. So I basically taught them pretty fast how to adapt to what I was doing. And now they've got decks that, I mean, without realizing it, adapting to my playstyle made their decks super competitive. What is this? I can't move that. I can move that. Okay, I can move that too. Wow, that did nothing. They got me like two... Oh, there we go. The lock cracked, opened a drawer, emerged from within as a device that contains 2 card packs. Techno card pack. What is that? Force Mage. If a creature would attack Force Mage, it does not. Oh, okay. Mox module. That's gotta be a direct reference to Magic Moxes. Nothing. That does nothing. One. 3 somehow. Okay, so I think that's sigils. Messing me up somehow. No, no. That's Still 3, 2, and 0. So that has to be there. So that results in 0. Hold up. No. So he's got to be back. If that goes up, that's there. That's 2. There's 3. How do I get those extra 2 points? 3? Oh, hold up. Nope, that goes back to 2. 1. Two. I'm not understanding this. Oh, there we go. Got 2 more card packs. Steel mice. Okay, that card's the one that replicates itself. Gamblebot. Activate. Pay 1 energy to set the power of Gamblebot randomly between 1 and 6. Ooh, another broken hobble. Rummage through the junk cards and you find a card deck. I also like how he calls the deck trash, but when I hit the auto button for it, it's him who's doing it. What is this? So I guess those have to switch places. No? Oh, there we go. Nothing over here. 1, 6. Yeah. A card pack. Another one. Ooh, that got me a Revenant and an energy conduit. If it's part of a complete circuit, your energy never depletes. Ooh. That's cool. What is it? What do you want? I didn't even press the button. I'm very busy. What? PO3 isn't happy with the output, but I'm merely the inspector. To put better bots on the line, I would need to. Just who are you to be carrying orders for PO3? PO3 would only trust someone with some semblance of card game skill. I am very busy, but I must know if you are qualified to give me orders. Oh, buddy, I'm a little bit more than qualified. He looks like he's just got a bunch of defenders. Oh yeah, right off the bat. Oh, okay. So when these guys are next to each other, they basically make a circuit. That's not good in my case. So I need these guys dead as fast as possible. So I can basically completely always replenish that stuff. I can make 2 more skeletons. And actually, for the sake of... I can put him there, him there, him there. Yeah. Oh dear. Your message from PL3 must indeed be genuine. As I mentioned, I am a mere inspector, not an engineer, not a designer. I cannot send new bots down the line, but I can send myself. I am proud to have served PL3 faithfully. Well met, stranger. Oh. Hey, you sure you wanted to do that, buddy? Kinda wanna see what happens with that. I wonder if he'll actually carry over. Oh, he did. What's gonna happen when I get over? Can I just get him as a card? No. No, okay. Where's he go? Oh, he just falls off into the abyss. Okay, well, I guess I'll watch it, just to make sure there's literally no Easter egg from this. Yep, straight into the abyss. I ain't done any excess damage in a while. So that guy died for the cause of nothing. Oh, okay. That, I have to use all these. That's a negate. So I would obviously put it all the way back there. The -1 would go there where it can't go in. That there. Nope. Nope. One, 3. Hold up. Maybe I'm supposed to use it to negate the 0. No, that just straight up ends the circuit. And I have to use it, so I could put it there? No, that closes that off entirely. Oh. It's at 4. 5. There we go. My very, very limited knowledge of circuits coming in handy. Okay, can't go that way. Ha 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 ha. What was that? I am the melter. They send me raw material and well, you can see how it works. Not another word out of you. We must have a card battle. Okay. We can do that. Throw him there. Him there. Get my bone. Do that. I would need 3. I don't have it, so... Still need 3, don't have it. Second mole man. But I can do that right there. Oh, those guys can attack, so that's not a good idea, so... He needs to go there. He needs to go there. The third one? Okay, this is going pretty well. And now I've got the bones, so I can do that. I would think if I keep doing what I'm doing, eventually I'll be successful. One excess damage. Oh, he was saying help me. Excellent battle. Now with that aside, what did you come to tell me? PO3 wishes for better bots for his scanner. That is difficult, you see. I melt the metal, but I cannot reprogram the stamping machine. There is a way to send at least one new bot down the line. Haha, yes, 4PO. Okay. Hey buddy, I don't think that's a good idea. Well, he did it anyway. What do I got here? Okay, well, I did that one. This is gonna open something up here. So it needs to be at 5. Plus 1. 4. 5. Yep. Well, and I go. Card packs. Nothing new. Nothing. Yeah. 49er. Which I take it now means it's this guy I'm fighting. Oi, mate. I know what you're for. You're asking me to take a dive. But I can't accommodate you, mate. Got special orders. In it looking to dredge something special. We can duel. Hey, maybe even give you something if you win. But I can't be taking a dive. PO3 will understand. I don't even think I understand. Alright, I'm gonna put him there. Him there. Gonna instantly sack for that. Make another. Oh, I can't. Okay. Oh. I'll give you this. What? Or take you back. Okay, so he just conceded. Second time in this game anyone's conceded. Now off with you. I need to concentrate. Oi. Is that... PO3's gonna reward me big for this one. Yeah, that thing's about to make its way up here. Oh, by the way, I beat all your dudes. The bots haven't gotten much better, but you battled all my workers, and you actually won. Give me that deck again. Wow. You beat them with that. Alright. Maybe there are some synergies that I missed. Let's go then. You see those conveyor belts? Just like my factory. At the very least, they ought to test your lane positioning. Oh no. That's not cool. So, let's send that down. And I guess that I highly doubt he'll be able to use it. And before he can, I'll sack something to do these. Oh my god. See how that works? Okay, your turn. Yeah, I bet it is. I can go ahead and sack that. Let's put that there. And see if this works. No. Okay, didn't work in any way, shape, or form how I thought it would. So we're gonna run with him. That puts me at 3 bones. Him. Make 2 skeletons. Hopefully not get destroyed. Oh, okay. So now I get his bot. Hey, buddy, you're destroying all your own stuff. Mantis God. Now, that would be... That'd be pretty good. I'll just replay him. Oh, okay. Oh, now my dude's gonna block. I really didn't think this one through. But I can do that. That'll take care of that. I get one hit and I kill both of them. Oh, okay. Yeah, just go ahead and board wipe, I guess. That makes sense. I gotta attempt to kill that thing or I just lose. Ooh, he's getting ever so closer. See, now would be a good time for me to sacrifice my own stuff, but I can't. I wonder if I can just fill up the board with these, though. Oh, scanner's online. Which card to scan? Just kidding. Obviously the one with the best stats. Oh, yeah, I guess. Stat line could be better. Oh. Your move. I just don't feel like it is, though. Seeing as you just made a copy of everything. What? I did not. Oh no. What have I done? Yeah, I guess I did one of the things of all time right there. I don't think there's any... I need to get rid of like a bunch of these before they become an issue. Actually, perhaps I need to... make things exactly the way they are. Yes. Oh, my deck is almost out of cards. Which also means I'm running out of time to finish this. Okay. Poof. Nice luck you had. I guess playing a perfect game is no match for good RNG. I guess you won. Your ambition is to become the scribe of the dead? That naive spinster. You oughta reconsider. Whole lot of nothing out of those bags. Wait a minute. What? Oh, okay. Not again. Battery fully charged now. So we got 3 errors this time. Got a lot more videos.
I think I've just got to send it. To whom it may concern. It's a bit formal. Hello there! Exclamation point. My name is Luke Carter and I'm a fan of your collectible card games. If you've ever taken a look at my YouTube videos, you will know how appreciative I am of the merch that you've sent me over the years. So it was a great surprise to learn that there is a digital version of Inscryption. I think maybe one of my fans pranked me and buried a copy in the woods near my house. Upon further research, however, I have not been able to find any record of this game. Is this some kind of elaborate hoax? Any trace of this game? Is this some kind of elaborate hoax? The game doesn't seem like the work of a prankster. It at least appears professionally made. I am both puzzled and excited by this discovery. Any information you can provide would be much appreciated. Thank you, the Lucky Carter. Okay, good enough. Sent.
The face. Alright, so dude is sending emails.
Hey card gamers, I'm the Lucky Carter, and this, well, it's a bit of a strange video. It's actually more of a question to my audience. As I've learned over the years, nobody knows card games better than you guys do, so I'm hoping someone can help me out here. Did anyone ever play an Inscryption video game or hear about it? I'm talking about that vintage one-set card game I opened packs for last week. I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I don't want to get in any trouble here. I think I've got the only known copy of the digital version of Inscryption. I've been filming myself playing it, and it's weird, guys. I don't want to get in any hot water by showing the footage, but can someone please prove me wrong? Please tell me someone has a copy of this game. I have been looking online for days, and I cannot find a word about it. I reached out to the publishers, hoping maybe they would get back to me. But as a fallback, I got you beautiful viewers. Can hopefully dig up something. That's it. That's the video today, guys. Thank you so much, as always. And, oh yeah, what the fuck is the card?
No, what? Binary? That is definitely binary. Unfortunately, I cannot read it. But I like how he says I don't want to get in any hot water and then immediately states I have the only known copy.
Mr. Carter, we have received your inquiry regarding a digital version of our intellectual property Inscryption. I can assure you that no such software exists in any official form. However, if you have indeed come into possession of proprietary game-FUNA hardware, you are compelled to return to us under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. The hardware will be considered stolen if it is not returned to us within a reasonable time frame. Please carefully package the hardware and paste the attached shipping label to the front of the box. You may mail the package at a local post office. We would like to avoid taking legal action in your case, so please do not delay in returning the proprietary software. Sincerely, Game Funa, Customer Happiness Department. What the fuck?
Alright. That was nothing. So, they say it doesn't exist, but then immediately demand he return it.
I think this woman's actually from Game Funa. She came to my door yesterday, and I didn't answer. This time I'm gonna record it. Hi!
Hi there.
Hey.
I'm floppy disk for a game called INSCRYPTION. I was told you came by a copy of it somehow. Sound familiar?
No.
No?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Really?
Inscription, you said?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Really? Because, apparently you emailed us about it. You are, Luke Carter, right?
Oh.
You know the luckycarter@gmail.com?
Yeah, you know what? That's, I am Luke Carter, but that's not my email address.
Really? Because, I just noticed because I've seen your videos.
Oh.
I'm a big fan.
Well, thanks for watching. Listen, how'd you know where I live, exactly?
My boss gave me your address.
And how did you get past the side gate? It's locked.
Okay, Luke. I'm going to give you my business card. And if you remember anything at all, feel free to give me a call. Okay?
Will do. Take care. What the fuck?
More errors. Yeah, if I had a locked gate and anybody came onto the property, that would be an immediate. I mean, do what he did. Just be like, how'd you get here? How'd you find me? It's a little stalkerish.
Hey there, card gamers! I'm the Lucky Carter, and this is another pack opening video. Today I'm opening Secrets of Legendaria, hoping for that sweet, sweet foil Valamir.
Yeah, that's me after my, 600 pack of Dominaria remastered with no force of will. And more error. So I believe that was... I wonder if there's something you can do with these error ones at some point. Oh. So now it's just back to the game like none of that happened. And he don't want to talk. That's kind of what makes me think that this is all, like I'm just playing this game. He's playing and I'm equivalently making the decisions for him. But all this is happening as if he were playing and recording it. I could alter my deck with all those cards I just got from that dude. Hold on, what did it just add? Gormage, Mox Module, Ruby Golem, Mantis God, Tomb Robber, Shutterbug, Moleman, Plasma Jimmy, and Bone Heap. Oh, okay. What is this? The note reads, "Greetings. If you are reading this, it must be because you wish to challenge me, Magnificus, to a card battle. But in order to earn that privilege, you must first defeat my 3 graduate students. As for their whereabouts, that is for you to discover. Sincerely, Magnificus." Okay. No. Oh, okay, so there's a thing there I've got to do. A strange monocle. You put it on. Oh. So that looks like a skull. Wings. Skull, which I take it would be the thing for this. Oh. Is that the dude from the jar? It is. The pain is unbearable. My organs are melting. Do you see? Magnificus turned me into goo for my final exam. I just need to defeat one more challenger. Then I will earn my rightful place. My rightful place in the deck of the master as one of his prized cards. Nothing will stop me. Oh, so Magnificus did that to him? Definitely playing Mantis God right off the bat. Alright. Him. Get one of these. I need to kill as much of the stuff as he's got on the field as I can. And that somehow the power of the green mage is equal to the number of green gems that the owner has on their side of the... Okay, so that's a green gem. And I would need an orange that I don't have. So I can basically weaken it by killing that. Hold on, what? Oh, well, I guess I wouldn't get to know what that does anyways. One excess damage. No, please. Please just let the master... Just tell the master I passed. He won't know the difference. Here, take this back. Magical backpack. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Here, I can open the door for you. Bruh. Oh, there's a chest right there. Inside of the chest is covered in a sticky green goo, but you found a guard pack. Fantastic. realistic. How would I have lived without the card pack? Oh, what is this? Oh, I guess it's showing me all the cards I don't have from each of the, things. Okay. You wish to trade? Ain't got enough to trade with you. So there's another code thing. Among the heap of sharp implements. Alright, what's this dude's deal? The dummy stares lifelessly back at you, then suddenly it springs into motion. Okay. I need one more energy for that. But that right there will give me all three, which will allow me to play these. This dude doesn't do anything, does he? I'm about to sit here and beat away at this dude. 1 point at a time. Unless. And somehow I win that encounter. The dummy's hinges creak back into position and it returns to its lifeless stare. Is that literally all that was for? Yeah, it sure was. I highly doubt the code is gonna be the same. Or would it be? I wonder if the code is the exact same. No, it's not. Alright, so what am I looking for here? Had to be something to do with this fight. Practice mage, force mage. Alright, so that managed to kill that. Oh. So it's wing. It's got something to do with the wings. Was that it? Is it just wings? Oh, this looks like a pretty cool way to get a bunch of foils though. So it's... Is it just all wings? No? So it's... At least one of those is a wing. Maybe I have to fight it a couple different times. Oh, well. Theoretically, I can just pass the turn infinitely to do that. Let me try killing this one first. Skull. Push. So wing, skull, push? Wing, skull, push. Okay. So actually it may be skull, push, wing. There we go. Oh. Just imagine you are an ice cube, slowly melting on a hot pan. Oh, I was only talking to myself. The pain of being a head impaled on a spear is... Well, it is worth it. Of course, Magnificus will award me the highest honor. I will be the centerpiece of his deck. This Magnificus does not seem like a pretty cool dude. Seems like quite the opposite. I need to block that and that. And actually, for the sake of getting anything done here, Mantis God. I don't see this ending well if I don't do something. Two Mantis Gods. Yeah, 2 foils gained. Perhaps I will not be the central to his strategy. I care not. He can use me as a chump blocker. I have mastered disappointment. Take this pack. Ruby Mox, Blings Mox, Steambot, and a Sentry Drone. Go. Yeah, okay, I will. And the chest is empty, save for a single card. Rabbit. You reach back in for more and notice a sigil where the card used to be, which is Wing. The note reads, the top sigil was found by the greedy. Note reads, the middle sigil was found by the pale. The bottom sigil is found by the hard of hearing, or by those who hear too easily. So, Wing, the pale. The heart of... There we go. At last, stimulation. My test has been sensory deprivation, you see. To unlock the full potential of my mind, you see. It's unlocked now. Hear me, Magnificus, I am ready. We have to battle, okay? I don't feel like sensory deprivation is a form of training, but I have been wrong before. He just undid all that work. Yeah, I can play that. I can play that. Two more foils. That was incredibly stimulating. We aren't done here, right? I wish to see the light again, to sing, to dance. You won't leave, would you? Brother, give me my pack of cards and get out of my life. If I open the door, you'll stop by on the way back and let me out, right? Maybe. Alright, what's this? Note reads, Dearest Gramora, I believe PL3's plot may go far past the extent of a common power grab. Indeed, this great transcendence will have catastrophic and unpredictable results. The note is incomplete and ends abruptly. I urge you to consider. Huh. Oh. What's that? Can I touch it? No. Oh! That's a little... Maybe that's a tentacle dude from the card. Dude is a straight up tree. Ah, you are here at last. How do my pupils fare? No matter. There are far more concerning issues at hand. Do you understand the canvas that you have been woven into? Nay, you are the brush, and the artist moves you with a terrifying mastery. My eye aches with premonition. The future is very, very grim. First, we must battle. Oh, that's cool. Behold, the brush of the scribe of magics. My pupils would die to be painted by it and live forever as a card. But that is not the full extent of its power. This one needs some bleach. Now for a bit of color. Hey, the dude's down there dancing. Dude straight up painted my cards differently. Oh, that's kind of busted actually. Stop doing that. Draws the power of your chins. Oh, well, you see, I got none of those, so. I wish he would stop. Is it just random? He's just doing this random? And also my draws are straight garbage. Yeah, I lose. Oh man, you're kidding. Can I forfeit? No, I have to actually just lose. Okay. Fail. Yeah, I sure did. Whoa. Hold up. Arrow. Now I'm just gonna alter this immensely. Now let's see how I do. You are still a mere pupil to me. Perhaps I can teach you something. Yeah, maybe you can teach me how to draw better. These sigils so colorless. A bit of paint now. Please stop. This card is accepted. Oh. Oh, I get it. I understand. these are. Okay, now's the part where I need to stop drawing these if I want to win. That's not better. That's not, no. I can't sack any of this. Oh, that worked. Hey, another dude. Then he made another dude, and another dude. I don't foresee myself winning this, actually. I'm almost out of cards. And dude's over here just trying to be the world's best card designer. Oh, yeah. Not doing too hot right now with this. Okay, so there's one. I must be slowing down with age. I may need to set my brush upon your own cards once again. Or maybe he meant to zone. Yeah, I don't care what you do, dude. I just need to win in the next turn. That's not cool. I want to say I win. Oh, very well. Very well, we have battled, and now I may speak, you see. My eye, it aches, because it remembers. It was excised by none other than Leshy, the scribe of beasts. And a beast he is, arrogant, single-minded, obsessed with gaining power. But he is far from the worst scribe to become hegemon. You see, the ejection of my eyeball is far from the worst thing that can happen around here. You must be... What? Oh. Well, he didn't get to finish what he was saying. Could you come back and finish, please? I'm gonna go ahead and, just for the sake of not dying right off the bat, redo the deck with the cards I just got. So he straight up disappeared. I take it they oh wait, hold on. Now that I think of it. I might actually buy some cards from her, and I know I'm gonna buy that. and then hope it puts it in the deck. It is time, Challenger. Choose the scribe that you will replace. Okay. So they were saying, she said I need to reconsider. Leshy wasn't apparently the worst one. And this dude and Grimora were talking to each other, saying that PO3 was trying to do something more than a simple power grab. And I know I said I was going to replace her, but she said I had the option to reconsider. And I think I'm going to reconsider by choosing PO3. Yeah. And there we go. Heh, suckers. Oh, you actually picked me. Great. I can skip past the part where they whine at me. Let's get this over with. I've got some big plays to make. I also remember seeing that like glitched out thing that he got. You're supposed to battle the scribe that you picked, but like a powered up version for the final. This is going to be different. Alright, I already don't see myself doing that right here. I'm gonna play that. Play that. I'll just leave this here. I've gotta give it to that dredger. Not as useless as I thought. Is that what he does? Whoa, what is that? It has 90 health. That's getting ridiculous. Corrupted ship. What? No. What is it? He gained control of Inscription? What is this? This is more like it was whenever we started. You done gawking? We can start. Good. What? This is Botopia, a once great technological paradise. It's ruled over by 4, Uberbots. That's right. And you've got to get out there and beat them. Why? To perform a great transcendence, of course. Doesn't matter what that means. You want it, okay? Botopia used to be safe for travelers. Now rogue bots block all the major roads. What is this? You're not used to seeing 5 lanes, are you? Leshy could never pull that off. Huh. So it looks like I'm playing with strictly energies here. Empty vessel. Okay. He just shot my dude. Oh, I can draw from one of these two piles. I feel like I should not have done that. I'm gonna die. So I'm sitting at 4. Which means I could either play shield butt or sniper butt or empty vessel. Guess I go with sniper. Oh, when that thing blows up, it's gonna kill everything around it, so, okay. Am I supposed to just play empty vessels or something? And right back where I started. So this thing just gets to attack whoever it wants, it looks like. And I think I went. Yep. The best defense, other bots. You carry a spark that can reactivate old bots. Add them to your deck, you know. Then they fight for you. Sniper, bolt hound, exploder. I'm taking exploder. Oh, see, I went away. You didn't tell me I could go. It wants me to go this way. So I'm gonna go this way. $4. You'll need more than a few reactivated bots. That is, if you truly wish to enact the Great Transcendence. Botopia has some of the most OP items just laying around. That will recharge your energy 1 turn. Pretty good. If you're smart, you'll use your items liberally. You'll replenish them at a waypoint, obviously. It's almost like he just doesn't know how to tell a story or something. Oh, so no matter where I put anything, it's gonna die. So I might as well just put it right there. Did that? Confused as to what that did. If anything. That'll give me +1 energy. I can play 2 cards then. I can play that. And that. I'm gonna die. Dang it, there's nowhere I can place this where my stuff doesn't get blown up. Unless I just do it there. Oh, maybe alleys. And I lost all my money. Boom, all your money is gone. Great work. You want it back? Then get back to this spot without dying again. Back to the last waypoint you reached. Just skip back to where you were, right? Not so easy. All the rogue robots in that area just respawned. Oh, okay. So I can tell this is gonna go on way a little bit longer than I thought it would, because I mean this looks like a whole third part of the game. So I will save that for the next video. I assume, yeah, it's last saved. I can't edit the deck again, but I can return to the start screen. So, oh, and the new game is going again. So I'm locked into this, whatever I'm doing. But, yeah, this game's definitely a lot more interesting and a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. I'm actually glad that it is. So I'm wondering what would have happened if I chose any of the others other than PO3. Because all the signs were pointing at you're supposed to choose him. Simply because he's, I guess, attempting to take over the game, which I'm guessing he did what Leshy had done to put it in the spot where it was when the game started. But he's got like a different reason for doing it. I don't know. It just seems like these guys each attempt to take over the game like that, where they put it in like a 3D scenario. And they wait for someone to beat it, and it resets. And then it's all 4 of them in the same place. And then they just wait for someone to come along and beat it so that another one can attempt to take over. And they just rinse and repeat that cycle. And whichever one you choose to replace is actually the one that takes over. But hopefully we can piece more of it together as it continues. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you liked the video. And I've been Pipknot, signing out.